What's up, fellas out there in the Diamond Dynasty world? Mcadley is back here with another arse whooping. This is an away game playing at Yankee Stadium. First at bat here is going to be Curtis Granderson. Do some work here, man. It's good to be back with another Diamond Dynasty video already. I know I posted one last night, but wanted to make sure I keep them coming here for you guys. Been on a little bit of a hot win streak lately, or a hot streak per se. So that's definitely good news for you guys to watch on how I kind of obliterate the pitching here this game as well. This is a full game. That's probably why you guys are wondering why this is about 18-minute movie or video. But we're going to go through here and we're going to watch. I do cut a lot of it out just to, I don't want to show you guys outs. There's about inning 4, innings 5 or 6 through inning 8. It's not very exciting. So Granderson does take it looked like a changeup, pulled it to right field. So that's a good start to the inning already. I know last game I did bat around in my order for the first inning too. So Hosmer takes the first pitch up the middle line drive up to dead center field, and we have bases. First and second base is now occupied by Granderson and Hosmer, and my created character Mcadley, which is Marcus Rip according to the game. It's coming up to bat here. I don't know what the pitcher was doing here. I guess maybe he was either getting a pitcher warm already or whatever the case is. But first pitch, low inside sinker. I've been learning how to watch pitches a little better, except for that one. That was right over the damn plate, man. You cannot help but take that one yard. So already, first 3 batters do come in to score 3-0 already. As I told you guys, this was going to be another annihilation. At least it was for the most part here in the beginning. Brandon Moss grounds out there at first base. It's going to be one of the last outs you do see, though. 0-1 count on Hanley Ramirez already. I sped up to kind of give you this little base hit to right field. So starting off with another guy at first base, hoping to start off another 3-run home run, maybe. You never know here. Chase Headley, 0-0 count, fresh count, knocks that ball to right field. And that was a little dinker, but hey, man, I'll take a dinker. It's almost like a strike in bowling here. You do a Brooklyn strike, I'll take that. It's the next on the board, right? So Brian Dozier, very important at bat here, very interesting at bat. As you see, I'm only batting 170 with Dozier here. If you look out in dead center field there, you'll see I'm batting 170 with him with 1 home run. I assure you that's about to change this game. So it looks like Dozier works the count to 1-2. He's going to throw another. That was a pretty good curveball. That actually almost fooled me for a second. Was able to foul that one off there. Another 1-2 count. He comes low with the slider. 2-2 count to Brian Dozier. High inside fastball. What a mistake. I should have had the first pitch as well of that at bat. I should have hit that one out. That was the same pitch there. Took that 1 yard. So 6-0, top of the first. 6 runs, 6 hits. And that's going to end the bottom or the top of the first, actually, as I did skip Joe Mauer for the second out. So that makes 3 outs. As you see, he didn't even get a chance to bat yet. So this is going to be an interesting couple of innings here, as I'm going to show you a little bit of pitching here. More than likely enough, either the last pitch or skipping to the last out of the inning. So that's going to make the first out of the inning. Skipped up to a 1-0 count here in Angel Pagan. And pops us out to my right fielder. So he's not starting very well either. It looks like he's a little late on a lot of the pitches that are not off speeds. And that's going to come back and actually hurt him here later on in the game too. So you got an 0-2 pitch to Ortiz. And fastball high. Just cannot catch up to it. That's what I was talking about, him being a little slow on it. So this is actually top of the third. Brandon Moss gets up again. First pitch. Later. So this has been pretty much home run derby here for you guys watching. Pretty exciting stuff. Naturally, I do hit at least 2 home runs a game, but this is about 3 in the first 3 innings. So Dozier gets up and hits another home run. So that's 2 in 1 game for Dozier right now. That was actually with 2 outs. I skipped from Moss straight to Dozier. I know Headley was after Moss, if you guys have been following my lineup. Chase Headley pulls that to right field. A little lazy one, but I do believe that may have been it for the inning. I'm going to show you the pitcher here. First pitch, I pop up. As you do see, as the game progresses, it looks like the pitchers either get a little lazy or he kind of screws the pitches up a little bit. So a lot of these pitches, I am taking first pitch swings. It's mainly because usually the first pitch of the at-bat, at least when I throw them, I try to throw my first pitch in the strike zone to kind of get that jump there on the count. So we're going to start off. I'm going to make sure this is the bottom of the third here, because as you can tell, I'm doing the audio while I'm watching with you guys here. So that is the bottom of the third. 1 out now. You get the catcher. He's going to swing and a miss at a high cutter. I like to change it up high, low, high, low. If he's catching on, I will throw a little bit of a different. Kind of go a little high, a little low on multiple balls, but you definitely have to change the actual levels of the pitching. For all of you guys that aren't the best at pitching, and now I'm not the greatest as well, this was actually almost a home run. The main trick to do it, I used to play baseball in real life, and I actually still do on occasions on Sunday. I don't as of right now, but used to play in a men's wood bat league, and as far as pitching, man, you gotta keep the hitter guessing. The whole thing, when you're throwing fast like that, there's no opportunity to really sit back and watch every pitch. If you're going high fastball, low curveball, more than likely enough, he's just never going to come close. As you see, high fastball, that doesn't start the count off right for me. It's going to start off 1-0, so here I have to throw a strike more than enough of the time. Now that it is 2-0, I am going to have to throw a strike here. That's usually a fastball or a cutter across the middle. I actually threw a slider in. I screwed up on the meter. And I was lucky enough to get him in swinging. So I'm just showing you guys this at-bat here in this inning. Typically because I want to show you guys how dominant pitching can be when you just work the levels correctly. And you always keep them guessing. I know the change-ups and the sliders for me, when they're coming in and they dip at that last second there, it is tricky sometimes. But as you see, he actually throws at Curtis Granderson on the first pitch. I thought that was funny. If you remember the last video, the actual pitcher, the very last at-bat to my pitcher, hit me in the head. I think it was pitching with Cologne. But I just didn't want to cut straight to highlights all the time. I kind of gave a little rundown here of this inning. Couple of really good at-bats, couple of really good hits. Popped out a couple shots here. But typically in Diamond Dynasty, I feel like it's definitely better than Madden has been in the last couple of years, and I didn't play Diamond Dynasty last year to really explain how the cards work or have worked, but I know the cards, once you have the cards in this, they're your cards to keep. Your actual player, like my guy is Mcadley, you can actually eat cards of other players and ask you to feed your player. So any card that you do get, you can actually feed your player, and you can build his rank up a lot higher as well. So that's naturally what I did. Any extra person I had that isn't already in the lineup or the bullpen, I actually went through and kind of fed those cards to my guys. So I increased his pitching with all of the relievers and starters I wasn't using, as well as I also was able to add some pretty good silver characters and some pretty good gold characters as well.
Now here's the pitch.
So this is what starts it all off here, actually, for this guy. So this is where I get into trouble. I think it's bottom of the fourth inning. He actually hit the triple with D. Gordon. One thing I don't have on my team is speed, so I know that I'm going to need speed here in the future, and I'm looking into actually getting some cards off auction. But he takes the next pitch as well and lines it up the middle, so he's gonna get on the board here in the bottom of the fourth, I believe. So it is 8-1. 2-2 pitch, I strike him out. I needed a big strikeout there. There is 2 outs, or there are 2 outs. He tries to bunt, and I know a lot of guys online, they do some really pussy stuff where they bunt, and I'm not a big fan of that. I'm more sim style. A lot of people will try to constantly bunt and bunt and bunt and bunt and bunt. And I've actually had a guy bunt 4 times on me before in a row, and there was no way. I even played bunt defense, and somehow he was getting on base. But anyway, I tried to make a diving stop with Hosmer there, and as you notice, I missed it. But A-Rod's up to bat now, 0-1 count on him, and he's going to steal. And this guy was stealing on me like crazy, and it was actually kind of aggravating because he would steal the minute I would go home. I would pick him off sometimes as well, which you may see here in just a bit. I would go to pick him off, and he would always get right back to the base. So I either need to learn how to steal a little bit. Beats it out at first again. I do remember actually playing at that time, and I was getting aggravated because I'm like, oh my God, there's 2 outs, 2 runners on. All he needs to do is hit a home run here, and the game's over. Or he's right back in it. But he hits another base hit up the middle, and I thought I should have thrown him out at third there. Maybe if I would have hit the cut, probably would have been a little quicker. But Chamberlain's up for him now, so this is where I got a little lucky. Had a little time. Screwed up his own momentum. I think this was actually him pausing at this time, but if you notice in the very beginning of the game, and I will do it a little later as well, I actually paused the game to kind of screw up his rhythm a little bit. Once somebody gets into a rhythm, it's almost like real life. You kind of have to throw them off their rhythm, and that's really the only way to do it sometimes. A lot of people think it's cheap, but it's strategy, man. So right there, I actually throw him out at second, which was well deserved. That's what you get for trying to steal. There should have been no reason why that guy should have stole there. Anyway, Dozier's up, gets another base hit, so he's actually 3 for 3 if I'm not mistaken right now. 2 home runs, a single. Puts us in pretty good shape here now. So that was it. I just wanted to show you guys because Dozier actually had a pretty good game at bat. Or he had a good at-bat there for this game. Going 3 for 3. Was originally batting a 170. For whatever reason, I bat righty in real life, and for whatever reason, I'm not that great with righties against righties in this game. Even though I prefer righty pitchers when I'm hitting, which is strange. But I put in Pedro Strop, able to get that first out. Very important out there. And, I actually almost throw it away there in the stands like a retard. But bottom of the 5th, that was his first pitch from Strop. The second pitch from Strop goes out to third, so Gordon's not going to get another triple or another extra base hit. He's going to actually ground out to Headley. And then Angel Pagan, this is actually, could have been a 3-pitch inning right there, but he does foul the slider off inside. I almost made an accident there. Luckily enough, he missed it and pulled it. So that was what I was trying to do the first pitch, trying to throw a slider inside, get him with the 2-seam fastball high. Had him swinging for days. So we're going to fast forward straight to the 8th inning because, as I said, those innings there were very boring. A lot of 3 outs, a lot of consecutive sit-downs. I actually had a lot of strikeouts in those couple innings, but this is where it starts to pick up again. I actually strike out. I don't know who that was. That's Mauer on second. Oh, I think that was Murphy pitch hitting. And I'm just going to hopefully try to get this next runner in for a little insurance run here. It's 8-4, so not too worried because he'd have to hit a grand slam or have a pretty decent inning again, and I wasn't really going to give one up to him. I got a little lazy on pitching in the bottom of the 4th, but Granderson gets stuck in a 1-2 count here. I know I'm going to try to steal his next at bat here, this next swing. Actually coming up, it's 2-2 now. I'm going to try to take off and do a little hit and run. Full count. Or 3-2. It's actually here. I'm sorry, I even forget what the hell I did. It's a 3-2 count. I did foul it off, so now he's going to try to get a little slick and try to pick me off here. For no reason at all, because I wasn't even leading him off. Easy back to the base. Probably not going to do it again, so I figured he wasn't going to, and I took full advantage of it. Pulled this bad boy to right field. Just makes it in, hits the dirt and right, so that's going to drive in a nice little insurance run. That helped me for sure. Granderson in the second with a double. And that was well deserved and well needed at this point. Hosmer gets up, pops out to dead center field. I am going to tag the third, I do believe. He's not going to get any momentum to throw me out. So I get in there without even sliding. So he should have threw a cutoff there because he was so deep in the outfield. But Mcadley, I wanted to show you guys this at bat here because I come so close to hitting my second home run with him. It just hung just a little too long and dropped right before the wall. So that was exciting as hell for me. I thought I had it. As you see how bad my logo looks in dead center field. Bottom of the ninth, Ortiz hits it to deep left. I was not able to get over to it or else I would have caught it. I know I would have caught it for sure if I was able to get underneath it. But he actually ties it, not ties it up, but he gets another run to kind of cancel out the insurance run I just got in the top of the eighth.
As they've cut this deficit down to 4.
So right now, I don't know who I'm battling against. It almost looks like Carlos Gonzalez right now, but I'm not sure.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
So I get him 1-2 count, and I have to throw my traditional high fastball, high cutter. Fouls it off. So right now, I would throw another high one to kind of get him. So he was expecting low. As I was kind of explaining earlier, you don't want to go too many high or too many low in a row. But if he's guessing it right, you do want to make sure you're not throwing the same shit to him. So same thing happens again. I'm able to bat it down with Hosmer's body. Unable to make the stop and make the out though. So Alex Rodriguez, I'm sorry, is up at the plate right now. He does have a pretty fast guy on first base, which you'll see right now. He will steal this next pitch here, which I should have thrown over because he takes off and he goes pretty fast. One thing I don't like is when you're trying to pick off a guy, throwing him down to second base. For whatever reason, he kind of double cocked his arm. I'm not sure why. I should have thrown over to third there. I would have had him, but just wanted to make sure I got that second out because that was a big out. I have Ben Zobrist up right now. I'm going to throw a little bit of a low inside cutter. And then they're going to come back, I believe, with a slider, low inside. So we got him at an 0-2 count. What do you guys think's coming? High fastball, and if you called it, you are right. That is the game. So that puts me, I believe my record is like 21-14 or 21-15. I'm not excellent. I'm never going to claim that I'm the best at this. Although I have been having very good games. So please leave any kind of comments down in the comment section if there's anything you guys want to see. If you like the little format I did where I kind of skip through rather than playing full games out, let me know as well. I know 18-minute video is quite long, so I appreciate you guys hanging in there the whole time. If you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button for me. You can also subscribe as well. That doesn't help, but that's not really needed. Totally up to you guys. I'm okay with it. I put these videos up for you guys, so as well as myself too. I like seeing ass whoopings every once in a while. So as you see, I played the highlights. The highlights show bullshit. They're not even close to real highlights. I expected a couple of home runs in there, a couple of good line drives. It showed all for the other guy, and they were all ground outs majority of the time, which makes no sense. I don't understand what this game's thinking. But once again, guys, I appreciate you guys watching here on my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Mcadley, Twitter, Mcadley, @Mcadley. You can talk to me through there, so I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you liked the video, and stay tuned for the next Diamond Dynasty.